Welcome back to the frontier. It's time to rethink everything you know about online shopping, especially that Add to Cart button. We're witnessing the sunset of the app-based economy as we know it. For decades, the digital marketplace has been defined by a familiar routine: endless scrolling, comparing prices across a dozen tabs, juggling different passwords and credit card details. It's a process filled with friction, a relic of a bygone digital era. But what if I told you all of that is about to become obsolete? We are stepping into a new age, the era of agentic commerce. This isn't just another buzzword. It's a fundamental shift in how we interact with the digital world. Imagine a world where your AI doesn't just suggest a product. It takes your simple request, like, find me the best noise-cancelling headphones under $200, and does everything else for you. It autonomously researches options, validates the credibility of vendors, finds the best price, processes the payment securely, and completes the entire transaction. All while you're enjoying your morning coffee, completely uninterrupted. This isn't some distant sci-fi fantasy. It's happening right now. A leading payments company recently demonstrated this isn't just a theory. It's the new framework for our economic future. They showcased an AI agent performing a fully autonomous shopping transaction on the open web. There was no human intervention, no app to download, no password to remember. The user simply stated their need, and the agent handled the rest. This is a monumental leap. We're moving from AI as a passive tool, like a search engine, to AI as an active economic delegate, your personal agent working on your behalf. Think about the implications. The entire concept of a middleman, whether it's a marketplace app or a comparison website, is being programmed out of existence. This shift from an experimental phase to established infrastructure is what we're going to explore today. We'll delve into the technology making this possible, the jaw-dropping statistics, and even some of the tech noir scenarios that emerge in this new machine economy. So, let's get into it. So how does this actually work? Let's break down the tech behind this revolutionary step. At its core, an AI agent performing a transaction isn't just a chatbot with a credit card. It's a sophisticated system built on layers of trust and security. First, there's the identity verification layer. Your agent needs to prove it's acting on your behalf, and only your behalf. This is done through advanced cryptographic methods and secure identity frameworks, ensuring that when your agent makes a purchase, the system knows it's authentically you who gave the command. Next comes the secure permission framework. You're not just handing over your financial keys to a piece of software. You grant specific, limited permissions. For example, you might authorize your agent to spend up to a certain amount on a specific category of items, or only to interact with pre-approved, highly rated vendors. These are like digital guardrails, giving you complete control over the agent's capabilities. You define the rules of engagement. And of course, there's real-time fraud detection. Every step the agent takes is monitored. If it tries to navigate to a suspicious website, or if a transaction seems unusual, the system can instantly flag it and halt the process. It's like having a personal security guard for your digital wallet, one that works 24/7 at machine speed. These restricted decision policies are crucial. They prevent misuse and ensure the agent operates strictly within the boundaries you've set. It can't suddenly decide to buy a yacht on your behalf, unless, of course, you've specifically told it to. This isn't just about making shopping easier. It's about building a new, more secure, and efficient digital economy. The AI manages the complexity, the product searches, the website safety checks, the payment authorizations, all without ever needing you to launch a single app or type in a single password. This seamless execution is the hallmark of agentic commerce. The technology is no longer just about generating content or answering questions. It's about taking meaningful economic action in the real world. The business implications of this shift are nothing short of massive. For years, The entire online retail industry has been built around a browsing-based experience. Companies have poured billions into optimizing their websites, creating intuitive user interfaces, and using targeted ads to capture your attention and guide you through a carefully constructed sales funnel. Their goal has been to make the browsing and checkout process as smooth as possible. Agentic Commerce flips this entire model on its head. The focus is no longer on the user's journey through a website, but on the user's intent. Your AI agent doesn't care about flashy web design or clever marketing copy. It has one job: to fulfill your request efficiently and securely. This means the future of online retail will be less about attracting eyeballs and more about being discoverable and trustworthy to these autonomous agents. Businesses are already scrambling to adapt. The new frontier is the Agent API, or Application Programming Interface. Companies will need to create interfaces that allow AI agents to easily access their product catalogs, check inventory, and initiate transactions. The winners in this new economy will be the businesses that make it easiest for agents to do business with them. It's a shift from B2C, business to consumer, to what you might call B2A, business to agent. Furthermore, transaction safeguards and audit trails become paramount. For this to work at scale, especially in regulated industries, every action taken by an agent must be logged, verifiable, and secure. Companies are investing heavily in building these systems to ensure accountability and trust. This isn't just a feature, it's a prerequisite for participating in the machine economy. This transition marks a critical point where AI moves from being a creator of content, like writing an email or generating an image, to being an active participant in our economic lives. The digital storefront is about to get a radical renovation. Let's consider the user experience in this new world. Today, if you want to book a vacation, you might spend hours or even days on the task. You'll browse flight aggregators, check hotel booking sites, compare reviews on different platforms, and manually input your details over and over again. It's a draining process. Now imagine the agentic commerce alternative. You say to your personal AI, "Book me a 7-day trip to Hawaii next month. I want a beachfront hotel with good reviews, a rental car, and flights that avoid early morning departures. My budget is $3,000. And that's it. You go about your day. In the background, your agent gets to work. It scours the web, interfacing directly with airline, hotel, and car rental APIs. It cross-references reviews, checks for hidden fees, and pieces together the optimal itinerary that fits your exact criteria and budget. It might come back to you with a few options, presenting them in a simple, easy-to-digest format. I found 3 packages that match your request. Option A is slightly over budget, but includes a free breakfast buffet. Option B is the most cost-effective. Option C has a convertible rental car. Which would you like to proceed with? You make your choice with a single word, and the agent handles all the bookings and payments in an instant. The hours of tedious research are condensed into a simple, minutes-long conversation. This isn't just convenience, it's about reclaiming your time and mental energy. The cognitive load of managing our complex digital lives is immense. Agentic Commerce promises to lift that burden. It's a shift from a do-it-yourself digital world to a do-it-for-me paradigm. Your AI becomes a true digital assistant, not just for finding information, but for getting things done. This fundamentally changes our relationship with technology, making it a proactive partner rather than a reactive tool we have to constantly manage and direct. The future of user experience isn't a better interface, it's no interface at all. Of course, this vision of a seamless, agent-driven world also brings up some critical questions and potential challenges. We're entering a kind of tech noir scenario where the lines between human and machine actions become blurred. Who is responsible if an AI agent makes a mistake? If it buys the wrong product or gets scammed by a fraudulent website, where does the liability lie? Is it with the user who gave the command, the company that built the agent, or the platform where the transaction occurred? These are complex legal and ethical questions that we are only just beginning to grapple with. Then there's the issue of market concentration. If a few large tech companies control the dominant AI agents, will they favor their own products and services? Could your agent be subtly steered towards certain vendors who pay for premium placement, creating a new, invisible form of advertising? Ensuring a fair and open marketplace where small businesses can compete on a level playing field will be a major challenge for regulators. We need to build systems that prevent the rise of agent gatekeepers, who could stifle competition and limit consumer choice. And what about the data? These agents will have an unprecedentedly intimate understanding of our habits, preferences, and financial lives. Protecting this data from misuse and breaches will be more critical than ever. The security infrastructure we talked about earlier is the first line of defense, but robust privacy regulations and transparent data policies will be absolutely essential to building user trust. As we hand over more of our daily tasks to these autonomous systems, we must demand transparency and control over how our information is used. The transition to agentic commerce is not just a technological evolution, it's a societal one. It forces us to redefine trust, responsibility, and what it means to be an economic actor in the 21st century. Navigating this new landscape will require careful thought, proactive regulation, and a constant dialogue about the kind of future we want to build. So, where do we go from here? The agentic commerce revolution is just beginning, but its trajectory is clear. The add to cart button and the app-based economy are legacy systems. They served their purpose, but their time is coming to an end. We are on the cusp of a more intelligent, more autonomous, and radically more efficient internet. The key takeaway is this: the nature of digital interaction is shifting from browsing to intent. Instead of you going to the internet will come to you, packaged and executed by your personal AI agent. This has profound implications for everyone. For consumers, it promises a future with less friction and more time. For businesses, it demands a complete rethinking of how to reach customers in a world where the primary interface is an API, not a web page. And for technologists and policymakers, it presents the monumental task of building the secure, fair, and transparent infrastructure required for this new machine economy to thrive. The journey from experimental tech to a globally adopted framework is well underway. We're moving beyond AI that just creates and into an era of AI that does. It's a thrilling and slightly daunting future. The platforms and protocols being built today will define the economic landscape for decades to come. The sunset of the app economy is here, and the dawn of the agentic age is breaking. It's an incredible time to be watching the frontier. Thank you so much for joining me on this deep dive. What are your thoughts on agentic commerce? Are you excited, or do you have reservations? Let me know in the comments below. And if you enjoyed this exploration of our technological future, make sure to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell so you don't miss our next video. Until next time, stay curious.